The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few...
And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Turns and goes back. Lovely ball and a real chance. Shot at goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Beckenbauer.
Benfica would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And this is Del Piero. Cruyff. And it's Ibrahimovic. Can he spark a counter here? Beckenbauer. And he's forced to go back to Maldini. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Thuram. Beckenbauer. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. But it's Thuram. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Roberto Carlos. Wriggles his way through. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Benfica have themselves a chance from the spot. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Benfica have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Kupchu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Diaby. That pass isn't the best. Kupchu. And this is Adriano! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Adriano really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Roberto Carlos. And this is Neymar. Could try cutting inside here. And this is Neymar. Out to the left it goes. And it's Roberto Carlos. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And the shot! So, third corner of the game. And he shoots! He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view.
Can he finish? He scores! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And claimed it back swiftly. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Picked out, he's had a shot! Oh, they has another go! And yes, it's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Played into the box. Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos! They just took too long getting forward.
Carlos cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next...
He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's in space and looking for options. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And it's Isco. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ibrahimovic, and he's certainly on. Shot a goal! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Benfica have themselves a chance from the spot. This to make it 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Benfica leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, super find. Oh, that's a key interception. Isco. Jordan Henderson. For Olise. And it's Neymar. Neymar. Pull it. Pele. Knocks it into space. And he's gone backward here. He's found some space. Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Triol. Olise. And it's Isco. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neymar looking to play him in. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Forlan.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Forlan. Now Van de Ven. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zanetti. Oh, can he get onto this? Isco. Aims beyond the defence. It's Forlan! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pull it. Neymar. Looking for options for movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Might be danger here. Now it's Pele.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And it's Forlan. Pele. Pull it. There he goes, motoring forward. Ball driven towards the far post. That's really well cleared. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now it's Neymar. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Benfica can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Pull it. And here's Neymar. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that is a little undercooked. Pele purring through the gears. Isco. Now, can they get him away? And he's there to get it away. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And he's in on goal. Good ball, good take. There's the shot! It's there! And this is getting better and better. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's picked his way through. Brilliantly cut out. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Forlan. Oh, what? He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And right on half-time, that is telling. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Benfica are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Zanetti. A good-looking ball. And they can counter here. Pele. And here's Ibrahimovic. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Pele. And here's Cruyff. He's gone for goal! That is lovely. He's a sharp little ball here. Forlan, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram. And it's Maldini. Roberto Carlos. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Roberto Carlos. So we've reached the hour mark. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Strokes it back. Pass is just off target.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Puyol gets across and deals with it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great vision. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neymar. Pull it. Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pele. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Well, that looks a decent ball. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Forlan. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 4. Neymar. Número 13. Número 21. Número 11. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 22. Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 6. Hazard. Número 20.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Número 7.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Jordan Henderson. And it's Grealish. Now it's Forlan. Spread it left. Van der Ven gets into some space. Czech deals with that. Nice and simple. Zanetti, the man synonymous with solidity. Roberto Carlos. And it's Hazard. To Hazard. Seedorf. Good running, strong and purposeful. Decent chance! It's in! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Benfica go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Jordan Henderson. And it's Musiala. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. That's a throw.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Hazard. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Forlan! Beckenbauer. And there goes the final whistle. Benfica can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
Tries to pass it through. Neymar. Thuram gets a foot in and wins the ball. Makaleli. Pele. Now he's got space here. He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Neymar. And it's Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Played back in. Takes a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making a...
Chance, surely! Goal! Benfica! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Besiktas are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Roberto Carlos. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Pele had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Neymar. That could spell trouble. Shapes to shoot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Roberto Carlos delivers, and the keeper beats it away. Oh, this looks sharp. Now, what about a counter-attack? Thuram cuts out the pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Neymar. He's in space and looking for options. Pele. Nicely spread. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Zanetti. Cruyff. To Thuram. Roberto Carlos. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Benfica looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Roberto Carlos has created one goal already. Triol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Messi. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Roberto Carlos. That's a lovely, neat pass. Benfica couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Beckenbauer. Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. Messi. He expected better, and so did he. And he cuts out the supply. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Benfica really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Benfica in control at half-time, 2-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Quality ball. Great ball if he can get there. A header! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Benfica are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A case now of complete control. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Very nicely done. Rummenigge with he gets big. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's burst through. Makalele pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Ibrahimovic under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And the shot! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Benfica really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Benfica with the corner, they're first. Zanetti, big chance! Well, now it's a race in for the pieces! Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Great vision. It's run loose here. Can he spark a counter here? Thuram. And he's got the beating of his man. And this is Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar having a look. Looking to widen the gap even further here.
Número 14, Ibrahimovic. Número 4, Neymar. Número 13.
He has kept it out. What great reactions.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 22, Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's their second corner of the game.
Hazard. Número 20, Sidorf. Número 7, Número 18, Ronaldinho. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
That is good strength.
Oh, really well played.
That's very neat. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Roberto Carlos is behind this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And he's managed to get rid. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's Michel Platini. Seedorf makes the interception. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He is through here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rummenigge tries making a foray down the right. He's got away. Oh, that's nice. Real chance. And the shot! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. He's found the way through. Triol getting this one clear. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Deco. Couldn't squeeze it through. That is lovely. Deco! It's loose and there's... Oh, what has happened here? Roberto Carlos delivers. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Deco. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Tries to play it through. Seedorf. Benfica looking to pass their way through. Messi. And it's Michel Platini. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? And there's green grass ahead of him. And no, he's seen through all of that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Foot in. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Benfica looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against that.
And in the first season, they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course. The pass into him looked lucky, but was apparently intentional.
That's what they all say.
And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Zico. Crossed into the box. Over to the left. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a sharp pass. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Beckenbauer. Neymar showing good feet. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a good run down the left. Throw in. Chance for a shot! Benfica take the lead. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Argentina are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that's gone loose. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he's forced to go back. Benfica are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Roberto Carlos, Neymar. Passing nice and neat. And that's a good ball. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, important interception. And he's gone looking for safety. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken. Lacking in accuracy.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
No, that's been intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Thuram. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Pelé. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Zico. And that interception was most necessary. Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Cruyff really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, nicely intercepted. That's a sharp pass. Pull it. Roberto Carlos. It's Hullet. And it's Hullet.
Benfica can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Pele has found the net here, of course. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise.
Has another goal! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now, can they get it back? He'll try to keep this alive. Spread out to the left. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And Hullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And the finish! Goal! And right on half-time, that is telling. Argentina get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent.
Oh, what has happened here? And the cross comes in. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Neymar. Pele. Zico. Maldini does well to get it back. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Oh, that's delightful. Zico delivers. Neymar. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pele. Beckenbauer. Oh, well measured. Roberto Carlos.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pele, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Neymar. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Back into the middle, well read, and the danger is averted.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Pele, Beckenbauer, out to the right. Nice physical challenge. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 4.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times.
Número 21.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 22, Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 6, Hazard.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Seedorf. Número 7.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And they've got a throw. Seedorf. Ronaldinho. Now it's Hazard, and he's had it nicked away. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear.
Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And this is Ronaldo. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And they're back on the ball again. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's well spotted. And this is Messi. Nicely weighted ball. No way through, so back it comes. And the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Hazard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Roberto Carlos delivers. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Hazard. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.